everyone, welcome to 2024, a new year which is mind-boggling and exciting all at once. I feel like every year there's more things than I can anticipate that will happen, so it's always fun to reflect on what did happen. And for me, there were several really good things that happened. I was able to go on 3 really awesome trips. I went to Denver for a wedding, which I've never been there. I went to the Grand Canyon, which has been a goal of mine. And I was also able to make a huge trip to New Zealand, and was my first time leaving the United States other than for a couple of hours across the Canada border. These trips were all very great experiences, and I'm super glad I was able to have them this year. I also was able to get my CPA-CC this year, which I had been wanting for several years, and so that was probably one of the biggest highlights for me this year. Another big one was I was able to move to a lot nicer apartment from my not so nice apartment, and it's been so nice to be in this new apartment. I love it so much. I also had some big struggles this year. 2 of my main struggles this year was I got laid off in June, and I've been laid off longer this year than I have had a job. And it's been interesting to try to navigate that, trying to find a new job in this crazy market, and also trying to do freelance contract work. And it definitely did not go how I was expecting or hoping it would go. And also this year I had a major eye injury where I lacerated my cornea, and it's been several months and it's still not fully back to where I would hope it would be. I still get dry eyes and they get irritated often still, pretty much on a daily basis, but we're working on getting there and I'm making progress. This year I have spent a lot of the year trying to figure out some health problems that I've had pretty much my whole life that have just gotten worse and worse over time. And this was the year that I finally was able to get some answers and to figure out what's going on. And so I've been having to make some adjustments for that, and it's taken a lot of time and energy. And I still have a long journey on figuring it out fully, but I have made some progress. Last year, I made 9 goals that I shared with you, and I was able to do some of them and not do others. For example, I did go to the Grand Canyon. I didn't do as well as I wanted to with exercise, and a lot of that was because of how crappy I was feeling all the time. And I had some financial goals that I was working on, and that didn't work out quite how I wanted because of being laid off. I wanted to make a lot of videos on here so I could have lots of content to help people who are designers to make their designs more accessible, and I did not make nearly as many videos as I would have hoped. But I was able to make progress to multiple of my goals, and so that feels really good to make some progress. Now let's move on to the year of 2024. What is going to be my approach for 2024? Looking back at all these goals that I made in 2023, I don't personally like when I fail or don't complete a goal fully. I need something that's measurable that I can be accountable for. And my goals were kind of more generic last year, and I had a lot of them. So this year I set 3 goals for myself, and I made them so that they're measurable. And because they're measurable, now I can just check them off and say that I did them, and it makes it easier for me to say whether or not I've been doing my goals. Now, I do need to give myself grace because I know I won't hit it every single time that I want to, but it gives me kind of a guideline to follow, and hopefully I can just do my best to meet it when I can and understand that I need to adapt. All right, so my goal number 1 for the year is to do a hike one time once a month. So I have a picture of a hike, and I want to do 1 new hike a month. I live in Utah where there's so many beautiful hikes, and I personally have a hard time wanting to leave the house and getting out and moving my body, and so I want to be able to just go 1 time a month, which I think is totally doable, and get out in nature and do a new hike. Seems totally doable to me, and it sounds fun. My second goal for the year is to get more content out for you guys so that I can help more people make their designs more accessible. So my goal is to create 2 to 4 videos a month. So that's either every other week about or once a week. and I just want to be able to create content and enjoy it. Ironically, since I've been laid off, even though I technically don't have as many work hours, I have made less videos, and a big part of that is wanting to make sure that these videos are super good and helpful to people, and I've been overthinking it. So I'm going to get back into just doing my best and doing what I can to help you all and not being a super perfectionist about it. My third goal for the year is to create one new recipe a week. So currently with my health problems, I found out that I have EOE, which basically means I have been having an allergic reaction to some foods and environmental allergies. And part of my journey for the last 2 months has been trying to figure out what foods are making me have allergic reaction. And because of the foods that I can and can't eat has been fluctuating so much, I need to be able to find different recipes that I normally typically would eat and find a new normal of what recipes I like and what I can eat and adapting what I can eat. So my goal is to try one new recipe and compile all of those recipes in a cookbook, and then hopefully by the end of the year I'll have 52 recipes that I can rotate through that I'll enjoy. Currently my doctor has me doing an elimination diet, which is very limited in what I can eat, and I'm so close to being done with this diet that I'm so excited to try a whole bunch of new recipes that include more of a variety of foods that are good for me and my body likes too. All right, every year I like to pick a word that represents the year for me and what I'm gonna be thinking about. So last year was intentional. I thought this word was really helpful last year to just really think about what I'm doing before I just jump in and do it. And this year I wanted to make my word boldly. And I have a picture of a lion on here with the word boldly because I like the symbolism of a lion and how they don't just spontaneously make decisions. They think about what they're gonna do and then they just go and do it. They don't hesitate or anything. They're very fierce and just do it and stop worrying about little things and overthinking. So that's my goal with this year, is to not really hold back, not overthink things, and just boldly do it, whether I mess up or I succeed. And then I want to see what I can do this year if I just go for it. Lately, I have been struggling with feeling like I'm holding back and too scared to try things. So yes, my word for this year is boldly. So now I have these to hang up for my inspiration for the year. I'm excited to have a more simplified year and see how that goes for me. And then every month I'm gonna put down specifically what I'm gonna do in order to meet these goals. I would love to hear what your resolutions or words are for the year 24. It's going to be a great year. I can feel it. It's going to be very transformative, and I hope that you all have a fantastic year and we can just crush it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot a huge milestone, a great Christmas present I got this year was I hit 5,000 subscribers on Christmas Day. How perfect and beautiful is that? 5,000 on Christmas Day. It made me so happy, and I'm so grateful for all of you who watch my videos. Thank you so much. If you enjoy my videos and you're not subscribed, it's free, so go ahead and subscribe below if you want to follow along on my journey. Turn on the notification bell so you can hear about any time I post a video. Go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed this content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!